Well, hello. Ciao. We're here in Belgrade, Serbia, and we're going on a walk. it's January 6th, so it's the day before Christmas here. I see a lot of people running around with their banyak. So I just took a walk up to pay my Yetel bill, and now we're at Knezmialova. And we'll go walk around a little bit, see what's going on. So I have not been leaving the house much since, well, I guess Christmas. There was incredible fog and on New Year's here. It was amazing. And for the life of me, I couldn't get myself to go outside. I thought it would have been really interesting to get those shots. I mean, for sure. I'm still upset that I didn't go outside. But something stopped me. Something kept telling me, don't go out into that. And I've been here 2 years, and I have not ever seen fog like that. I mean, it was thick, like San Francisco thick. Came out of nowhere. Lasted 2 or 3 days, and then it was gone. And it's a trip, as I'm seeing all over the place on YouTube. Many people are talking about it. There was this fog, the unusual fog that was in their area, all at the same time. I guess, are we all just getting so conspiratorial, or is this really a thing? And something stopped me. And like I say, I'm still upset that I didn't go out into it. There would have been great shots. But instead I stayed in and hung out, and I literally was descending into madness for a couple of days. So I just want you to see what's happening down here. We'll start at the square. We'll walk through Knezmialova, and then we'll go to a back street somewhere. I mean, for a guy that's trying to show people what's happening on the street, I don't really like crowds. So, I'm probably going to show you more alleys, but I'm going to show you crowded streets. So this is the city center here, and you can see this amazing stage they've erected. This happens often too, I have to say. Look, they have speaker arrays, they've got a video wall, that's all aluminum truss. It's really, and how cool, look at that, how they really framed the statue of Knezmialova. It's a well done job. A really well done job. There's quite a bit of speakers too. Well, actually, they have 4 arrays that I can see, and then they have some front fills, and then they got some subwoofers. So let's go inspect really quick. The speaker's right in front of me. These are subs. They're Meyer sound. All this is Meyer. Meyer makes excellent stuff. Then above it, these are the arrays. So this is probably a stereo setup. a left and right. I mean, in cinema, this would be considered a left center. I mean, an LCR, left center right. And they have 4 video walls. So I assume they have cameras, right? And probably playback. Yeah, it's quite impressive. At all the different tiles, you can see the different vintage of the different tiles. So we'll start at the beginning, and I'll walk down the street here. I haven't been going out at night either. Which I know would probably be interesting, but I just haven't been doing it. I've been in Deep Thoughts. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. It's a Saturday Night Live reference. It's really warm today, I have to say. It's like about 1:30 in the afternoon. And it's really warm. It's like upper 50s, if not even into the 60s Fahrenheit, which is like 9 or 10 degrees Celsius, something like that. So while I was sitting there for a week, I had written down all these things I wanted to share with everybody. And of course I left that back at the flat. Which means you'll get more rambling once again. So today I checked my comments, which I haven't done in a while, and I was shocked to see that so many people are commenting on my videos. I appreciate that so much. And half the reason I even came out here today was because, you know, you guys are inspiring me. Inspiring me to, well, shoot more video. Although there's lots of things I wanted to shoot that I haven't done. I haven't gone down to the Christmas village down by the waterfront. And I haven't been up here at night. You know, I think what happened to me was, besides the fog, there's so many terrible things happen in the world. I mean, first there's like, what, 3 plane crashes in a row? I mean, horrific. And they all had landing gear issues. So I was like, you know, again, yeah, I'm almost conspiratorial, but that's unusual. And all these things, like, and then we had like at least 3, if not more, no more, like 4 or 5 terror attacks, starting in England, and then after that there was one in Germany at a Christmas market. And I know there's been something in New York, there's been something in Las Vegas, there's been something in New Orleans. And those two, the ones in New Orleans and the one in Las Vegas, both military people. Makes me think MK Ultra, if you know what that is. That's where the CIA, America's Secret Service, learned how to create, you know, zombies, basically, to make people do things against their will or without them even realizing they're doing it. Kind of what they did with Charles Manson. And they create killers who can kill on their command. Anyways, that's not a happy thing to talk about, especially here on Christmas Eve. But those are the reasons why I trapped myself in my house for this past week. I just, it gets to me. Especially when I think about these things. And I literally, have a minor descent into madness for a minute. And it makes me think about, all those things, of course. These drones that are being seen everywhere, especially in New Jersey, and how they seem to have propulsion that is beyond what we're, used to. These are kiosks. They're like part of this Christmas market. There's some people singing up here a minute ago. See, chestnuts on an open fire. Yeah, today's actually, it's unseasonably warm today. My next stop is going to be the market because most things are going to be closed tomorrow. This panda guy or girl. I know what I want to see. See, I always gravitate towards places with less people. I wanted to walk through this one building. So I've mentioned it a few times, I'm sure, that I'm from California, Los Angeles, and I don't speak Srpski, but I've been here 2 years, and I understand more and more. It's just, to actually utilize it, it's not happening yet. But honestly, I haven't needed to. I haven't been forced to, put it that way, because so many people speak English here. Yeah, this is what I want to see. It's just, I don't know why, it just fascinates me. These little courtyards. Down there. I'd like to live there. Oh, nice husky. So I noticed that there's a lot of other people that are doing, covering Belgrade, and they're all doing a great job. I think they do a better job than I do. I just kind of wander around. I'm still trying to have fun with this, actually. That's why I don't edit anything. I just do raw video. I mean, I don't even put a title card or anything, because honestly, that just seems like work to me. And not that I can't do that, but I worked in the movie industry, and that's exactly what that is. It's work. And it's still fun. This is still fun for me. But it's fun because I'm not, I'm not doing anything really except walk around, which is good for me. But I can share, what it is that I'm seeing, and that's interesting. The first time I actually started paying attention to this type of video, it was I was still in LA, Burbank, and there's this guy, and he's got an e-bike, and he goes down, he rolls through the hood, This kind of hood doesn't really exist here. I've seen some, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, gypsy compound, but it's different. The hood in Los Angeles, most of the people, they don't work. They work, if they do work, they're working some illegal job. And they get by, basically. It's called Section 8. The government, supports them. Which, I'm torn by this, because honestly, I think it's necessary. I don't think that people should be on the street. But you see, there's a lot of people on the street in Los Angeles. And that's because those people, they came from, most of them came from, different backgrounds where they were able to support themselves. They didn't grow up as criminals where they have learned to feed off the government's dole. They, overnight had nothing, and they don't know what to do, and they end up on the street. It concerns me so much. But they say if you help people in that way, that you're creating lazy rabble. There's some truth to that. I think there needs to be a net. There needs to be a net. If you want to live, in the big house, overlooking, the hill, big house on the hill, overlooking the city, you need to work for that. But I think that, you know, there should be no excuse for, you know, people living on the streets, because look, we claim to be any kind of a decent society. It shouldn't be allowed. So there are other things I want to talk about. You know, I'm at that age now, which I'm going to be 57 this year. My priorities have changed. I love the house on the hill. I don't have that desire anymore to own it. Of course I'd like to live in it. But that desire for ownership of anything is fleeting. I like the experience, of course, but not necessarily the, you know, working so hard for something that it's, you know, you can't even enjoy because you're working so hard for it. I mean, honestly, that's what happened to me. I had multiple homes. Home in Idaho on the lake. I had a home on the ski mountain. Honestly, I miss that. It hurts me that I don't have that. And when I did have it, though, I couldn't really enjoy it. I couldn't get up there